Farmers Market Conversation.
Good morning. Beautiful day for the market, isn't it?
It really is. I love coming here on Saturday mornings. Everything looks so fresh.
Thank you. Everything you see here was picked yesterday from my farm, about 20 miles north of the city.
That's amazing. You can really tell the difference between farm fresh produce and supermarket vegetables.
Absolutely. No long shipping, no sitting in warehouses, straight from the farm to your table.
I'm looking to make a big salad for a dinner party tonight. What do you recommend?
Well, for a great salad, you'll want a variety of textures and colors. These mixed greens are a great base. They're tender and flavorful, not like that watery iceberg lettuce from the store.
They smell so fresh. What else should I add?
These cherry tomatoes are bursting with sweetness right now. They're at their peak. And these cucumbers are crisp and crunchy, perfect for salads.
Oh, and I love those purple onions. They'd add a nice color.
Great eye. Red onions are mild enough to eat raw, and they add a beautiful pop of color. I'd also suggest these radishes for a peppery kick.
Peppery? What does that mean?
It means they have a slightly spicy, sharp flavor. Not hot like a chili pepper, but they add a little zing to your salad.
Ooh, I like that. I'll take some radishes too. What about herbs?
For salad, fresh basil or dill would be wonderful. Basil has a sweet, slightly minty flavor. Dill is more fragrant and goes well with cucumbers.
I'll take some fresh basil. My guests will be impressed.
They definitely will. Anything else? These bell peppers are gorgeous this week. Red, yellow, and orange.
They're so colorful. Are they all the same taste?
They're all sweet, but the red ones are the sweetest because they've ripened the longest on the plant. The yellow and orange are slightly less sweet, but still delicious.
I'll take one of each color. It'll make the salad look like a rainbow.
Great choice. Let me bag everything up for you. So we have mixed greens, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, red onion, radishes, fresh basil, and 3 bell peppers.
Perfect. How much do I owe you?
Let me add it up. That comes to $16.50.
Here's a 20.
And here's your change, $3.50. Do you need a bag or do you have one?
I brought my own reusable bag, trying to cut down on plastic.
That's wonderful. We love customers who bring their own bags. Every little bit helps the environment.
Thanks for all your advice today. You really know your vegetables.
Well, I've been farming for 15 years. If you have any questions about how to store or prepare anything, just ask.
Actually, how should I store the basil? I've had trouble keeping it fresh in the past.
Great question. Don't refrigerate basil. It turns black. Instead, trim the stems and put them in a glass of water, like flowers. Keep it on your counter. It'll stay fresh for a week.
I never knew that. No wonder mine always went bad in the fridge.
It's a common mistake. Fresh herbs can be tricky.
Thank you so much for the tips. I'll see you next Saturday.
Looking forward to it. Enjoy your dinner party.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You too.
Tech support call. Thank you for calling Tech Help Support. My name is Sarah. How can I assist you today?
Hi, Sarah. I'm having a problem with my laptop. It's running incredibly slow, and I can't figure out why.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'll do my best to help you today. Can I start by getting some information? May I have your name and the model of your laptop?
Sure. My name is David Chen, and the laptop is a Tech Pro X500.
Thank you, David. And when did you first notice the slowness?
It started about a week ago. At first, it was just a little slow, but now it takes forever to open programs. Even typing feels delayed.
I understand how frustrating that can be. Let me ask a few questions to narrow down the issue. Have you installed any new software recently?
Let me think. I downloaded a free photo editing program a few days ago. Could that be the problem?
It's possible. Sometimes free software comes bundled with other programs that run in the background and use up your computer's resources. Let's check. Can you tell me how much storage space you have left?
How do I check that?
No problem. I'll walk you through it. Click on the Start button in the bottom left corner. Then click on Settings. It looks like a gear icon.
Okay, I see settings.
Great. Now click on System, and then on the left side, click Storage.
Oh, I found it. It says I'm using 95% of my storage. Is that bad?
That's definitely contributing to your slowness. When your storage is almost full, your computer doesn't have enough space to work efficiently. We need to free up some space.
How do I do that?
First, let's clear your temporary files. On that same storage page, do you see a section that says Temporary Files?
Yes, I see it.
Click on it, then click Remove Files. This will delete unnecessary files that have accumulated over time.
Okay, it's removing them now. It says it's deleting 12 gigabytes.
Excellent! That's a significant amount. That should help quite a bit. Now, let's also check what programs are running when your computer starts. Too many startup programs can slow things down.
How do I check that?
Press the Control, Shift, and Escape keys at the same time. This opens the Task Manager.
Got it. I see the Task Manager now.
Click on the Startup tab at the top.
Okay. Wow, there are a lot of programs here. Some of them I don't even recognize.
That's common. Look for programs you don't need running when your computer starts. For example, do you need Spotify or Zoom to start automatically?
No, not really. I can open them when I need them.
Right-click on those programs and select Disable. This stops them from running automatically at startup.
Okay, I disabled several programs. What about that photo editing program I downloaded?
Good thinking. Let's uninstall it to be safe. Go back to Settings, then click Apps. Find the photo editing program in the list and click Uninstall.
Found it. Uninstalling now. Done.
Perfect. Now I recommend restarting your laptop to apply all these changes.
Okay, restarting now. Wow, it started up much faster than before.
That's great to hear. Try opening a program and see how it feels.
Opening a program. Much better. It's not instant, but it's so much faster than before. Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're very welcome. Before we finish, let me give you a few tips to prevent this from happening again.
Yes, please.
First, be careful when downloading free software. Always read the installation screens carefully and uncheck any extra programs. Second, regularly clear your temporary files, maybe once a month. Third, restart your computer at least once a week to keep it running smoothly.
Those are great tips. I'll definitely follow them.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, you've been incredibly helpful. I really appreciate your patience.
It was my pleasure, David. Thank you for calling Tech Help Support. Have a great day.
You too. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Job interview preparation.
Thanks for coming in, Nina. So, you mentioned you have a big job interview next week.
Yes, it's for a marketing position at a tech company. I'm really excited, but also terrified. I haven't had a formal interview in 3 years.
That's completely understandable. Interview nerves are totally normal. The good news is that preparation can make a huge difference. Let's work through some strategies together.
That would be amazing. I don't even know where to start.
Let's start with the basics. First, tell me, how much do you know about the company?
I know they make software for small businesses, and they've been growing a lot recently.
That's a good start, but you'll want to dig deeper. Research their mission statement, their recent news, their competitors, and their company culture. Interviewers love when candidates show genuine interest in the company.
How do I find all that information?
Their website is a great starting point. Also, check their LinkedIn page, recent press releases, and any news articles about them. Glassdoor can give you insights into the company culture and even what interview questions they typically ask.
Oh, I didn't think about Glassdoor. That's smart.
Now, let's talk about common interview questions. Can you tell me about yourself?
Um, I'm Nina. I'm 28 years old. I studied marketing in college. I like to travel and read.
Okay, let me stop you there. Tell me about yourself is a professional question. They're not asking about your hobbies or personal life. They want a brief professional summary.
Oh, that makes sense. What should I say instead?
Create what we call an elevator pitch, a 30 to 60-second summary of your professional background. Start with your current role, mention key achievements, and explain why you're interested in this new position.
Can you give me an example?
Sure, something like, I'm a marketing specialist with 5 years of experience in digital marketing. In my current role, I increased social media engagement by 40% and led a campaign that generated 200 new leads per month. I'm excited about this position because I'm passionate about technology, and I want to bring my skills to a growing company.
Wow, that sounds so professional. Mine was terrible in comparison.
Don't worry, that's why we practice. The key is to be specific. Use numbers and concrete achievements. Instead of saying, I did a good job, say, I increased sales by 25%.
Okay, I need to think about my achievements. What about other common questions?
What's your greatest weakness is a classic. Have you thought about how you'd answer that?
Ugh, I hate that question. Should I say something like, I work too hard?
Laughing. Please don't. Interviewers see through that immediately. Instead, mention a genuine area you're working to improve and then explain what steps you're taking to get better.
For example?
You could say, I used to struggle with public speaking. To improve, I joined a local Toastmasters club and have been practicing presentations. Now I feel much more confident, though I'm always looking to improve.
Oh, I see. It shows self-awareness and growth.
Exactly. Employers want to hire people who can recognize their weaknesses and actively work on them.
What about, why should we hire you?
This is your chance to sell yourself. Connect your skills directly to what they need. Review the job description and highlight how your experience matches their requirements.
So, I need to study the job description carefully.
Absolutely. Print it out and highlight key requirements. Then prepare specific examples from your experience that demonstrate each skill they're looking for.
This is so helpful. Any other tips?
Yes, always prepare questions to ask them at the end. It shows you're engaged and thoughtful. Ask about the team, company goals, or what success looks like in this role.
I always freeze when they ask, "Do you have any questions?"
Write down 3 to 5 questions beforehand. That way, even if some get answered during the interview, you'll have backup questions ready.
Great idea. What about the practical stuff? What should I wear?
For a tech company, business casual is usually appropriate. Nice pants or a skirt with a professional top. Avoid anything too casual like jeans, but you probably don't need a formal suit either.
Got it. Anything else?
Arrive 10 to 15 minutes early, bring extra copies of your resume, turn off your phone, give a firm handshake, make eye contact, and most importantly, be yourself.
Be myself?
Yes, companies don't just hire skills, they hire people. Let your personality shine through. Show enthusiasm, be genuine, and don't be afraid to smile.
That actually makes me feel better. I was worried I needed to be a robot.
Definitely not. Do you want to do a quick practice interview before you go?
Yes, please. The more I practice, the more confident I'll feel.
Perfect. Let's start from the beginning. Pretend I'm the interviewer. Ready?
Taking a deep breath. Ready.